much for being here. I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Rachel Mereles and Mr. Bill Lewis, American citizens that have in their possession archaeological pieces from Mexican origin, 83 in a whole. It is important to mention that both Mrs. Mereles and Mr. Lewis contacted this consulate, informing of their interest of having the pieces repatriated to Mexico, so they can return to the country where they belong and be enjoyed by Mexican people in their own country. Thank you so much. I would like to recognize the work and support of Laura Elena Carrillo, head of the Mexican Agency of International Development Cooperation, AMEXID, as well as the Instituto Nacional de Antropología e Historia, for their support to this consulate in order to have the experts' advice in Mexico to certify the origins of these beautiful archaeological pieces. INA found out about the Mexican origin, historical and archaeological importance of the pieces, reason why they will be repatriated to its country. I would like to ask Mrs. Rachel Mereles and Mr. Bill Lewis to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I wish that these pieces could talk so that we could hear the journey that they've been on, but I'm very excited to see them return to the country from which they came. They were part of a collection that I inherited from an uncle who was a very big fan of the Mexican culture. He did study abroad and submersed himself in that for several months and years. So this is exciting for me. I'm really looking forward to the people of Mexico being able to celebrate and appreciate these beautiful pieces. Thank you.
Rachel's better at extemporaneous speaking, so we'd like to thank and express our gratitude to the Consul General Marcela Celerio and consulate staff members Sandra Lopez, Victor Poblete, and Christian Quintero, along with the research team at INA. Without their assistance, perseverance, and guidance, these items would never have found their way home. It turns out that repatriating cultural articles aren't that easy. Over the last 5 years, we contacted archaeologists, universities, museums, and governments asking for help to get these home. And it was only the Mexican consulate that stepped up enthusiastically to help us. So thank you very, very much. So it's important that these pieces are returned to the people that created them and the cultures that created them as well. They were made to celebrate lives, commemorate significant events, honor individuals, and tell those who came after them what mattered and why. So returning these vases, bowls, figures, weapons, and who knows what else to INA means that they'll be properly studied and then used to provide education and enjoyment for a broad audience. And that audience will understand what matters and why. I'd like to thank actually my mother, Carol Pratt Lewis. She passed away in 2014. And for nearly 3 decades, she had these in her possession and her care. She gets credit for the years of keeping them safe and in good condition. And without her, these pieces are either lost or destroyed. So an additional thanks to my sister Carol, who took over possession of them about 5 years ago and has shepherded them since that time. So finally, we came into this collection by accident and by ancestry. We didn't create them, nor could we share them beyond a display case in our living room or worse, a box in our garage. So we're very happy to return them to their home and to the people and cultures that know and appreciate them. So thank you very much.
Bueno, voy a hablar en español. En español, decir que es muy conmovedor que ustedes estén aquí, que nos permitan retornar a México estas piezas tan importantes. Como ustedes saben, es una prioridad para México recuperar su patrimonio histórico y artístico. Y este es un gran gesto de ciudadanas norteamericanas comprometidos con la civilización mexicana y que tienen interés en que se reintegre a nuestro país, así que estamos profundamente conmovidos y muy agradecidos con ustedes. Thank you very much for this gesture and your decision to reintegrate those pieces to Mexican patrimony and Mexican